these roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy, and today I'm going to be organizing my homeschool closet slash game closet slash junk closet. So as you can see here, it's, you know, super organized because I obviously run a tight ship around here. We've been homeschooling for about 4 years now, and normally I do have more organization than this, but over time it's just gotten more and more chaotic, and I'm finding it really hard to find stuff now that, like, I think, oh, let's do this project, and I'm like, oh, I have, you know, I can't find it. So that's why I'm gonna be organizing it, because it's gonna make my life so much easier to have everything in its place. So I'm gonna be doing this today, as well as the shelves out in my dining room, because that's where we store a lot of our homeschooling and art supplies as well. But even if you're not a normal homeschooler, I mean, this should give you guys lots of ideas for things that you can organize, and like just supplies for your kids and art supplies and games and all that kind of thing. So join me as I do this, and let's get to it. So in my hall closet, I'm starting on the top shelf. I do find it usually helpful to start from the top down, and my strategy with this is to clean the entire closet out before I start putting things back. That way I can see everything that I have, and then I can reorganize it, and I'm not restricted to putting everything back on the same shelf that I had before. So it's just really a clean slate, and this just works really well for me. I'm also going to be wiping down all of the shelves as I go along. And so as I was going through things, I realized there were some stuff that we definitely didn't use and that I could pass on to other homeschoolers, and then there was some stuff that was just garbage and needed to be thrown out, and then there was a lot of stuff that we did use but we just couldn't find before. So this way it's just going to be so much more organized, and we're going to be able to find what we need. So I also wanted to mention that this is not the only decluttering that I'm going to be doing in today's video. I have this hall closet, which is my main big project, but then I also have some shelves that are over in my dining room, and those are also used for homeschooling supplies. So this kind of went together with that, so it kind of made sense to be cleaning that at the same time, because some stuff from the shelves needed to come in here and some stuff from here needed to go on the shelves. And then after I'm done all of that, I was just on a decluttering streak, so I decided to go through 100 items in my house. So I knew that I had at least 100 items that I could easily get rid of throughout my house. So I decided, why not? Let's just go ahead and count them out and see exactly what I can get rid of. And I wasn't getting rid of stuff just because I wanted to get to a certain number. I just wanted to get rid of things, and I thought it was just kind of a fun idea. So anyways, if you guys wanted to do something similar, like if you're feeling really inspired by all of this decluttering, then you can just pick a number with whatever that you are comfortable with. And so if you're only comfortable with, like, say 10 things, then you can do, you know, 10 things, or you can do 20. But I just knew that I had so many, like, just little tiny things around the house, and well, some of them are bigger, but anyways, I knew I had a bunch of stuff and I could get to 100 without any trouble whatsoever. And I think honestly most people probably could. In any case, I'm going to get back onto the closet now, because it is actually all cleaned out. I have it wiped down, I have it vacuumed, and I am ready to start putting things back into place and having it all organized. So I'm very excited about that. On the top shelf here, I am putting the extra homeschooling curriculum that we have yet to get to, and so that's why it's stored on the top, because it's something that I don't have to use very often. And then in the cardboard boxes is our science experiments that we're going to use, and then I have some puzzles beside that. In these white baskets, I'm going to be grouping similar items together, and I do find that containers and baskets are so helpful for organization, because then you just don't don't have like little bits and pieces just everywhere. When you group them together, it's just easier to keep clean. So I'm just gonna put away all of these games now and continue organizing and putting everything in its place.
I remember when we woke up, how your body looked like porcelain in the light. No complaining, we were alright. But then again, I thought we were one of a kind. Oh na na, oh you're good with lies. Oh na na, wish I wasn't right.
So now that my closet is completely organized and decluttered, and it feels so good to have that done, I'm going to move on to the white shelves that are in my dining room, and I'm just going to be taking everything off and wiping stuff down. I have this game called Professor Noggins. It comes with all sorts of different categories that you can buy the different games in, and my kids really like playing that. It's sort of like a little quiz show, and they compete against each other, and then if they get the answer right, then they get the card and they get a point each. And so with them, because they're different ages, there's hard and easy questions. So for my younger daughter, then she does the easy questions, and then for my teenagers, I'll usually alternate easy and hard questions, so it sort of evens out and makes it fair for them all. In any case, it's really fun, and it's a thing for kind of like homeschool that they get to learn as they also play a game. And then I also wanted to show you these Bibles. They are all the exact same Bible, but they have different colors. And so I got these because this way we can all read along and listen to each other read, and everything is on the same page, and so it just is really helpful for reading, but also we get to do Bible study. Occasionally I'll even go on the app on my phone and it'll read the Bible to them, and so they can follow along on their own Bibles. So it also helps with reading that way, but then it gives us a little bit of a break if we don't want to talk out loud all the time. Also, that little picture, that was Clara, and oh my goodness, she's just so cute. That was when we went for a picnic to the beach, and it was actually at fall time like a couple years ago, and it was just a really cute picture, so I was showing you guys. Anyways, I am cleaning out all of this paper junk that's in here. I'm sure people can relate to that paper junk can definitely get cluttered up. We have a lot of art supplies and stuff in here. I do have a few artists in the family. My daughter Katie, she is like so good at art. In fact, she has a bunch of artwork down in her room right now. She has a lot of art supplies there, so you're only seeing a portion of it right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and organize what we do have in here right now, and yeah, just enjoy the transformation of seeing a bunch of stuff get decluttered.
Now every morning when I wake up, your legs so close, I gotta push you to your side. I go to work while you still sleep, I don't wanna argue cause it's never worth a fight. Oh na na, oh you're good with lies. Oh na na, wish I wasn't right. Whoa, 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 what a lovely mess you made. Nah, nah, nothing's gonna make me stay. What a lovely mess you made. Nothing's gonna make me stay. When we began here it was simple. Now all we do is turn nothing into rain, and I've been acting all insane. I feel you bringing out the worst inside of me. Oh na na, oh you're good with lies. Oh na na, wish I wasn't right. Whoa.
As I said earlier, my daughter actually has a bunch of paints down in her room, but my kids also have a bunch of paints downstairs because they've been working on this amazing solar system, which I had to show you guys because they did an excellent job on it, and so I just wanted to show you. That was hanging in our basement. Anyways, they had a whole bunch of art supplies down there as well, and paints, so you're only seeing a very small portion of everything that we have. We have so many art supplies in our house, but I think that's kind of a good thing to have to a degree because, you know, it's great to be creative. In any case, I am just about done here in the shelves. So now I'm going to do the 100 items that I was talking about earlier. So I hope that you enjoyed that portion of the video as well. So I'm going to start here in my bathroom. Now I got 2 empty shampoo and conditioner containers. This is actually from my kids' washroom, but it is embarrassingly dirty in there right now, and so I really need to clean that. So anyways, I just didn't want to show you guys the bathroom right now, but yeah, so you can just get rid of some garbage, and that really counts as decluttering because we don't want empty shampoo bottles sitting around. So that's 1 and 2. And then I was gonna show you guys my perfume stuff, but I already threw everything out and I forgot to show you guys before I threw it out. But I used to have about 6 or 7 perfume bottles in here, and the thing with those is that they didn't smell very good anymore because some of those were up to 10 years old, and I just kept them because I don't even know why. I didn't really use them and they didn't smell good anymore. So now I'm only down to these 2. I got Ariana Grande, and this one is Hypnotic Poison. This one's actually about 5 years old, but it still smells good, so I kept it. And that's all I have for perfume now because I actually don't use it a whole lot, but when I do, I want it to smell good and not smell like old nasty stuff that just smells like basically alcohol now because it's so old. But I'm not going to count that as anything because I already threw it out. But just so you know that perfume is something that you do not have to keep forever. Okay, so this is just a basket that I had in my closet. And it's just full of stuff that I do not use. But I want to go through it just in case there is anything that I want to keep. So this is like wristbands. I believe it was for playing tennis. It's never been opened. We also got rid of our tennis rackets because we never play tennis. So I'm gonna donate those to a thrift store because that never gets used. This little sheet thing is for getting rid of little fluffy things, like if you have it on fabric or something. So I'm gonna keep that. We actually use that once in a while. Okay, what else is in here? So I got some, this is Jeff's watch. And I think he has 2 watches in here. Now I know that he doesn't really wear these at all, but they're his, so I'm gonna let him go through that. So I'm gonna put those over to the side and he can decide what he wants to do with those. All right, so this is just a bunch of jewelry. So that, this necklace is kind of cute. I think I'll keep this one. It's kind of neat when you do go through your stuff because then you're like, oh, wait a second, kind of like that. Okay, I don't know if I'll wear this, but I could see my daughters wearing this, so I might give that to them. I'll keep that. Again, never gets worn. Oh, this is actually kind of a really pretty ring. Kind of reminds me of like elves or something. I think I'm gonna keep that, and if I don't wear it, then one of my girls will like it probably, so I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, so just more like, it looks almost like costume jewelry or something that I had in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of, I think everything else in here I'm gonna get rid of. And then I don't think I need this basket either, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So let's count how many more items that is. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Not bad, I'm already at 17, and I know I got lots more to throw out. So I went through Carly's room with her. She said all of these sweaters were ones that are either too small or she didn't wear anymore. There was more than that, but some of the stuff was stuff that I thought I could hand down to Clara, so I'm keeping those. But here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go with where we're going with the total, that'd be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So these are the books that I'm going to be getting rid of, and this is just from the upstairs of my house. I have a bunch more books downstairs, but I'm just going through it a little bit at a time. So I have heard somewhere, I can't remember who said it, but they said let the library be your storage facility for books. Like, you don't have to keep a million books at home when you can just go to the library. Just keep some of your favorites. And even though I am a big book lover and we still have a ton of books that we're keeping, I think that's a good point, that we can go to the library and we don't have to store so many books. So here we were at 23, so now we're at 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, so we're almost halfway there. Okay, so then I have this little thing. Clara used to love this thing, but she honestly doesn't really play with it anymore. And that's the thing about children's toys, is that even though they may have loved it at one point, it doesn't mean that they have to keep it forever if they're no longer using it. So I'm gonna count this as 3 because it comes in 3 pieces. So this would be 44, 45, and 46, and we'll just stick that in there. And you know, I'm just gonna donate this to the thrift store, and I think some other child is really gonna enjoy it. And then I have this eye mask that I got from, I think, a FabFit Fun Box. I never use it, so I'm gonna donate that. That's 47. And then my girls went through some of their stuffed animals that they're no longer using. I kept hold of these My Little Ponies for the longest time just because we had the whole set of them. But my girls, I don't know, they just sort of throw them around, but they don't really play with them much. So anyways, let's count the stuffed animals now. So that'd be 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. 40 more items to go. These blocks here were something that I thought my kids were gonna use a lot, but honestly, they don't use them a ton. There's 2 different sets in here, so I'm gonna count like this as 1, and then these other ones as 1, and then the basket I'm getting rid of as well, so that's 3 items. But what Clara does whenever I bring these out is she just throws them everywhere. So I kind of feel like, what's the point if they're just things that get thrown about, when, you know, I think some other child might really enjoy these and like putting these together. The thing is, we have Lego that they put together, we have wooden blocks that Clara likes to stack, so I feel like this is just sort of redundant with all of this stuff, so that's why I'm getting rid of it, even though it's a really nice toy. So yeah, that would be 61, 62, and 63. All right, the next items I'm showing you are big ones. These are my Coach purses, and I am getting rid of all of them. So this one here is in pretty good condition, and so is this set. So I think I'm just gonna sell these online. This diaper bag is a little bit worn out, so I'm going to donate that. And I'm not getting rid of this one. I just wanted to show you what I'm using now. I'm not going to be using a purse anymore. I just find that they hurt my shoulders and stuff, and so I'm just getting rid of purses completely. But this is a little backpack, but then you can also just carry it like this, so if you want to use it as a purse, you can. So we were at 63, so 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. The other reason that I have this purse out is because I wanted to show you that decluttering your purse can be counted as a number if you're trying to get to it. So I have some receipts up here, and so I'm gonna throw these out and I'm gonna count them as decluttering. So that would be 69, 70, 71, 72, and there's a little tag in there, 73 items to throw out. So I'm about to head out into the garage. There should be some gems out there, but first I just wanted to show you my daughter's water wings here that we use out in the hot tub. These ones are going flat, so I'm gonna get rid of those, as well as these ones. I do have another pair that I had on hand just in case this happened, so I'm kind of glad I kept an extra pair of these. So this would be 74, 75, and the shelf that they're sitting on was an old bookshelf that my kids are no longer using, so that would be 76. All right, let's head out to the garage now. Okay, there's some gems out here, I'm sure. Okay, so this is some old Christmas stuff. I don't want this, and I don't want this. Thought it might be easier to see if I just laid everything out for you guys. So this is some of my old Christmas decor that I'm not using anymore. We have an old bubble machine that doesn't even work anymore. Some old Halloween decor. And then I have an IKEA stool and then just one random IKEA leg to the stool. And we don't use those anymore either. So I'm gonna count all of this stuff up. So it's 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Almost there. This old antique door is really pretty. I had it in my last house, but I've never really found a spot for it in this house at all. So I'm selling this to a friend of mine, so I'm happy that it's going to be going to a good home. So that would be 91. And then over here I have some vases, which are really pretty, but again, they just don't really go in my home. It's not really my style anymore. So I'm just gonna be selling these. So that's 92, 93, and 94. So your fridge can be an area that you can declutter as well if there's anything that needs to be thrown out. Now I know that this little thing back here, this is an old poutine. If you're not Canadian, those are fries with cheese and gravy on them. And it was really good, but this is leftovers that's been sitting here for about a week, and so this needs to be thrown away, so I'm gonna declutter that and count it as number 95. So I am in my kitchen cabinets now, and this is where I keep all of my small kitchen appliances. Now this next item is a classic case of I brought something in, so I need to take something else out because there's no point in having a redundant product. So recently I got a Vitamix. Now I got this for free because I had a whole bunch of air miles that needed to be used up and they were about to expire. And this was on sale on the Air Miles website where you just didn't need to use as many air miles as normal. So I thought it was perfect because I did want to upgrade my blender. So I got this for free. I was really excited that I got like a $400 blender for free basically. So I am going to be obviously keeping that, but I'm going to be getting rid of my $30 blender, which is obviously not as good of quality, but I'm just gonna donate this now because I don't need two blenders and obviously I'm gonna use the nicer one. So this would be number 96. So here's another vase that I don't really use or really care for anymore. I just have it sitting out here because I had nowhere else to put it. So I'm gonna count that as 97, 98, and then I also found a little bracelet down here. That's garbage. So that would be 99. I just have one more item to go. Item 100 is a Thomas & Friends DVD. So my son isn't really into Thomas & Friends anymore, even though he was when he was little, but some other child can enjoy this now. We actually have way too many DVDs. We don't really use them because we stream a lot of movies now, so I kind of feel like it's pointless to keep as many DVDs as we have. So that's a whole nother video that I could do on decluttering, is getting rid of a bunch of our DVDs. But for now, I'm just gonna use this as number 100. Okay guys, so I hope I gave you lots of ideas for items that you can declutter out of your own home. I personally found this to be a lot of fun. I love decluttering because once things are out of my house, I know that I am never going to have to clean them again or find a home for them. So it is just a weight off of my mind. It's just all of this mental clarity that I gain from doing this, and it makes me just a happier person overall. So I'm hoping to inspire you guys to try this at home as well. In fact, I challenge you to pick a number. If you have a lot of stuff to declutter, go for 100. Pick 100 items that you're gonna go through, get it out of the house, because you will feel better. Now, if 100 items just seems like way too much stuff, you're way too intimidated by that number, then go for maybe 50 or 20, whatever you feel comfortable with. Or maybe you start with 10 and then you're like, oh, that was easy, maybe I'll try and do another 10 and then another 10. Whatever your process is, just keep going with it, and I bet that you will feel really good about it. I would love to know in the comments below what you are decluttering, and then maybe other people can get some ideas from that. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Take care, and I love y'all.